In its 44th year of existence, the Chris Berger Petro Jackson Players Fund continues to do invaluable and vital work with players who sustain life-altering injuries through playing the sport of rugby. They have some incredible sponsors, but are also reliant on some independent fundraising efforts. And on the eve of the international season, they were joined by the entire Springbok squad and a number of guests who came together to raise much-needed funds for the Chris Berger Petro Jackson Fund. There were some amazing auction items on offer. We had a Q&A with 3 of the Springbok squad, and Springbok captain Siya Kolisi said his word of thanks to those who attended and to the work that the fund does.
It really is quite special. There has been quite a bit of hard work that's gone into it, and we're so appreciative of our sponsors, the entire Springbok squad, just our support squad that's been holding Rugby's caring hands for the past 44 years. We cannot thank them enough, and we are so excited to be sharing this evening with them.
Just a short distance away, Castle Lager, the taste that stood the test of time. They've got an amazing bar available there as well, so you can help yourself to Castle Lager.
It's a natural extension of our current sponsorship with the Springboks. You know, I think we started about 4 years ago with the Players Fund. And credit has to go to Mark and his team. You know, what they do for all the beneficiaries on the program, you know, to give them the help and the assistance that they need is just absolutely fantastic. So it's very close to our heart as a brand. We always like to giving back to the communities in which we work, this one obviously being sport and closer to rugby.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's amazing to be here. It really is incredible to be amongst such beasts of people. It's really a true honor. You know, what the work that they're doing for the Chris Berger Fund, Chris Berger Petro Jackson Fund is amazing, and the work that they do is really appreciated by recipients like me. But it's a great evening and well supported.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am a seller at 160,000 South African rand over there.
So my role is the Injured Player Welfare Officer. So I get to look after 87 of our recipients that are based in South Africa. So I'm there from the beginning. So as soon as we hear about an injury, we'll get to the hospital if we can. Otherwise, we will touch base with them as soon as they're out of ICU, and then we'll be with them for their whole secondary part of the rehab that they will need to go through. And then we're with them for life. So it depends on what they need. If they're able to go home, we will help assist with any home renovations when it comes to their bathroom. A lot of the time we need to just step in and help out with that. Otherwise, we are there when it's transport that's needed to get to clinics, to get to physio appointments. We really help, and we're almost a lifeline for them, because sometimes they actually don't even realize we are even there and that we even exist. And as soon as they know that they've got assistance, it feels like for them a whole burden has just been lifted off their shoulders.
Ek van die begin af, ek dink die eerste week het hulle al kontak gemaak met my ouers en daar betrokke geraak. Ons hulle het ons baie emosioneel support. Definitief baie moeite gedoen met ons. Ons het niks geweet hier, so hulle het ons gelei in die regte directions en so. Dadelik toe ek huis toe gaan, support met my huis reg te maak vir my, en daar was obstacles, so om net my gemaklik te laat voel. Definitief met ek het 'n elektriese rolstoel by hulle gekry. En om te sê, dit gee my baie confidence, net om te kom waar ek wil wees. Ek meen, om anders te wees en mense kyk na my in 'n elektriese rolstoel, dit gee baie confidence my om net te wees waar ek wil en by mense te praat, en ek meen, dit gee my net 'n opstoot. Definitief gemaklikheid, ja.
The Boks are incredible with this cause, and the reasons are for the right reasons, you know. And it's just, I think for South Africans, to come here and have a good time with the Springboks, particularly now, but over the years, I think what's important, the Boks have been amazing with this charity.
Signed on the white jersey from those days. How rare is that? Beautiful photographs from that great day. 40,000 is a bargain. At 40,000, you tell me now.
One of our impact goals is to make sure that our players remain enabled and active in their communities, but also in the rugby community. And we're very fortunate that all of our recipients still love rugby despite the adversity that they've faced on their journey. And they're very, very, very happy and excited to come to the games when we get them seats and get them space, and they have a great time.
I think it's part of, I guess, our thanks to the game for what we got out of it. And when you first get asked by Morné du Plessis to join as a trustee of the fund, you're not quite sure what to expect. And you think that you're coming into this organisation that just deals with grief, but in fact, it's been the opposite. I've been over 10 years as a trustee, and the experience has been phenomenal. We've been interacted with recipients, and our number of recipients have come down over the years, which is testament to the game getting safer. But we've from the time we receive a recipient, they're with us until the time that they pass.
I just want to say thank you to Petro Jackson Fund for everything you do for us as players, and I love the oversee all of the work that you do, all the hard work that you put in. And what I love about you guys, it's not just us that you look after grassroots rugby. I remember visiting Petro in Mountbury with Peter Step, and we saw what you did in his home, and speaking to his parents, saying that there is no way they could have helped him in the situation that he's in. You give us the freedom to be able to play the sport that we love without being scared, because we know we have people like you who look after us if something happens to us. So thank you, and thank you to the sponsors for supporting the Petro Jackson Fund. Without you, they cannot do what they do. And thank you to everybody who's taking part in the auction. It's really amazing that the work that you're doing. And please continue to support it. You can support after this. It really does go to a great work. And it's good to see everybody who's been the celebration of this. And you guys are doing well. And so thank you. And we appreciate you. And that's why we do what we do. And that's why we can go 100% physically at all times. Because you guys can look after us. Have a great evening. Thank you so much.
What a night was had by all in Pretoria. The guests really enjoyed the opportunity to spend some relaxing time in the company of their Springbok heroes, and Barney Gernon did a phenomenal job with the auction, raising just around 800,000 Rand for the Chris Burger Petro Jackson Players Fund, ensuring that it can continue to do the vital work that it does with injured rugby players.